What's up? It's me, Kevin. So this is going to be a little bit different. I don't really feel like showing my face today, so I'm just going to put some videos on here for you guys to watch. You don't have to watch it. You can watch it. You can just listen to it. So anyway, I've been having a lot of reflections lately. And I've been thinking about life, about our purpose here, if we have any purpose at all. So I like so many people, I've heard many stories. Everybody's got their story. Everybody believes that things happen for a reason, or that there's some plan, or that there's no plan at all. Seems no matter who you ask, so many people just seem to have it all figured out. They tell you, oh, this is how it is. This is how it is. Then you got the few who don't have a freaking clue. You know, what is our purpose? Why are we here? And what is the definition of success? How would we define success as people? Is there a plan? Is there a purpose? Or do we just come here, we live, eat, sleep, shit, and die, and that's it? So let's say there is a purpose. Let's say there is some creator or divine force or some cosmic plan, and then we have some kind of mission or something or some purpose on this earth, and that there are rules to how we have to behave and how things have to be done, and you get rewarded for following the rules and you get punished for breaking them. You get a reward or you get a punishment, depending on how you behaved. And then let's assume there's nothing at all. It wouldn't really matter anyway. Nothing would matter. It wouldn't matter what you did. And what about success? How would you define success? Is success what other people tell you it is? Is it going to school, getting an education, getting a job, getting a car, getting a wife, or a significant other and having kids, making a certain amount of money per year, paying your bills, paying your taxes, and just being a good citizen? Is that the definition of success? Or is success something more personal? Like, for instance, if you've had a passion for making music or selling art, and that was your dream, is the achievement of that dream, is that what you would consider success? Doesn't matter. Regardless of whether anybody else thought you were successful. They could think you're crazy, they could think you're a fool. They could tell you it wouldn't work. But if you're happy and you like where you are, wouldn't that make you successful by your standards? I guess what I'm trying to say is, what's the standard here? By whose standards are we to live? And you know, it kind of sucks for us because we don't actually truly know. You won't really know until you find out. I mean, me, I grew up religious. I was raised religious. I was raised on the idea that you have to be a good person. But as I got older, I started to question things. I realized that nature and what we could observe really contradicted all of that. You know, it seems we live in a world that pretty much rewards the strong, the ruthless, the powerful. Not the humble, not the meek. It seems we live in a world where hard work gets you more work. Real success is often given to those who have the willingness and the drive to do whatever it takes. If they have to lie, cheat, manipulate, scam, it also depends on who they know, connections, and a healthy bit of luck. And I've wondered, what if working hard and being humble is just a way to keep you small, while the actually powerful and successful continue to win? Do you ever think of that? You ever think that if you were just a little more evil, you could make it? You could be a hit, you could be a success. Now, I'm not one for being evil per se, but I do stress the importance of having your own boundaries, being a little more selfish. And I do believe that a healthy dose of anger can actually be helpful. Why? Because it motivates you. It empowers you. It could be that kick in the ass you need to get fed up with what you've been dealing with and actually make a change. It can be a catalyst for change, so long as you don't let it control you and take you over, because it's a double-edged sword. It can be powerful, but it can also backfire on you. But they say, oh, don't be angry, don't be mad, don't be angry. But if you don't like your situation and you're pissed off by it, if you're ticked off, but you're told to suppress it and not get angry, then where's the fire? Where's the drive that's going to motivate you to actually get off your ass and do something about it? To not just accept shit the way it is and let yourself be used as a freaking doormat. And of course they say, don't compare yourself to others. Comparison is the thief of joy. And I guess there is some little nugget of truth in that if you let it get to your head. But at the same time, it's that drive. It gives you that drive, that fire to improve. Not to tear other people down. Not to drag them down with you, but to improve so that you can level up and be like them. Personally, I don't see anything wrong with wanting what others have, or at least wanting the status, the physique. But you don't get it by tearing them down. You have to level up. You have to work on yourself. And I don't see anything wrong with taking pride in your work, as long as it doesn't totally get to your head. What's wrong with feeling good about what you've achieved, what you've worked on? I could go on and on about this kind of thing. But I guess in my life, thinking about my life, I've come to a couple of conclusions. So this could end, for me, a couple of different ways. I could be totally fucking wrong, or I could be onto something. I could be quite right. And you could spend your entire life living in a cage, living in fear. Or you could have the courage to leave your little cage, your little plantation, your cave, and explore what's outside. I know what I want. I want to live my best life, build something that I can be proud of, carve out my own little patch of heaven here, and then leave something behind after I'm gone. I'm probably the most stubborn man I know. So many people, if they had gone through what I've been through, they would have quit. They would have self-terminated. They just don't have my drive. Most people seek comfort, even if it means never amounting to anything. They choose to remain small, they remain the same. If it's your desire to go to school, work a job, pay bills, have kids, and take care of kids, and grow old, and hopefully retire, more power to you. But if you belong to a select few of people who want to walk a different path and be different, maybe they weren't given those things, maybe those things were denied them. Or maybe they decided it just wasn't worth it, it just wasn't for them. You belong to that group. Then you're going to have to get real comfortable being uncomfortable. Real good at saying no. No, no, no. No to the bullshit. No exceptions. No excuses. I don't know who this is for. I don't know if anyone will hear this, or if I'm just screaming into the void, but it had to be said. Anyway, just a little bit of a ramble today. I belong to a group of people who aspire to be something, leave something behind, to leave a legacy in this crazy, crazy shit society we live in now. I'm not content to be small and to be mediocre. I've always been that guy who's marched to the beat of his own drum. I never fit in as a kid. It's not surprising that I would have a hard time fitting in now. Now, I don't know if there's some sort of plan for my life. But if there isn't, I'll make one, I'll write one. Because I don't want to spend my entire life just working away and paying bills and just being a slave and being nothing. I want to create memories, stories, things that I can be proud of. I'm still young, I'm a single man, I got no mouths to feed, so I can afford to take risks and go after it. And even though nobody really knows me, that's a good thing, because I can afford to screw up, learn my lesson and pick myself back up and continue. I don't have to worry about what other people think or about my reputation. Well, I guess I'll end here. I could go on and on and on and on about this. I just wanted to come here and share my thoughts a little bit. If you're still here, then congratulations, you're one of the real ones. Well, that's all I got for now. So take care.